Now, this is interesting. Very, very interesting. I do need y'all to weigh in on this because I don't know what side I should be on in this particular situation. So, is it right for Destiny to still be friends or I guess neutral or mutual with Martell? Because, the streets are talking. We cannot confirm or deny this. But Melody had put up an Instagram post saying a friend to your enemy is a foe to you. So, fans, people in the comments, how we do. People on social media, felt like that was a little snub to Destiny because she has still been cool or mutual or neutral with Martell. And I do find that interesting. Like, should she side with Melody automatically? Like, y'all gonna have to fill me in. I don't really know how the friendship began. Is Destiny more Mel's friend? Is that how the connection started? Or did Destiny know Martell first? But either way, it's really, really interesting how things pan out. I do feel like Destiny on the show was a good friend to Melody. She stuck up for Mel when Martell was acting crazy and whatnot. And I guess I understand with her wanting to be neutral and kind of stay out of it. But, Melody already probably still felt a certain type of way when Destiny didn't reveal that she was going through a divorce. And I don't know, to me, I kind of get that because I'm that kind of person too. I really don't like to tell people my business as it is, like I'm a lone wolf, a lone ranger danger. So I just be like thugging it out by myself. And I know I'll get to the end. And, really, I know that I'm not by myself. As long as I got my Bible, I'm good. Me and the Lord, we're going to be talking about it. So I really get it. Like, I'm that kind of person. I could be going through something y'all ain't going to know till afterwards. So I guess I do kind of understand why Destiny kept that information to herself because because Melody was going through her own divorce. So yeah, why would I burden you with what's going on with my life, especially if you're already going through a divorce? So I guess I get Destiny's perspective on that. But some people feel like, a friend, you're supposed to tell them everything. I don't know about that. I feel like after high school, I don't gotta tell you everything that's going on with me. What I gotta tell you when I go to the bathroom too? Whoa. I feel like I just don't have to. We're adults now. So, I don't know. Y'all gonna have to help me out with that. We help each other out in the comment section. We talk about things. We uplift one another. And that's what I appreciate about you guys. The people that come and listen to the things that I have to say about this show. We really be putting things on and putting things to perspective and sharing good juice. So that's how come I had to ask y'all, what do y'all think about this situation in particular? Because I do think that this is interesting. If I'm being honest, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm putting two and two together. I guess, look, you guys gonna have to tell me the missing link to this. Was Destiny Martell's friend first, or was she Melody's friend first? Because a little bit, I'm starting to feel like Destiny needs to cut off Martell, and here's why. Y'all know that I'm about to add two different situations, but I feel like they're kind of similar. When Jeannie Mai was going through her divorce from, what's his name? Not Jerry, Larry, Henry. That man. I can't even think of his name right now. But when she was going through that divorce, I found out that Lonnie sat up there and congratulated him and his relationship with the new lady that, he went off and married. And I'm just like, that's whack. I would not want my friend to do that. That's almost like Destiny congratulating Coleslaw on her baby with Martell. Like, that is whack. You better not do that. You better not as my friend. So maybe I'm starting to side with Melody on this. If this post was kind of like some shade directed to Destiny, I could kind of get where she's coming from. At first, I didn't know what side. Y'all heard me kind of trying to figure it out. But now, if that is the case, if it's similar to that Jeannie Mai, Lonnie Love situation and Jeannie's ex-husband, and you're supposed to be my friend or my coworker, and you gonna go and congratulate my ex-husband and his new wife, and who's to say like that could have been the reason why they divorced? How dare you? How dare you? Don't talk to me ever again. No, I'm just playing. But seriously, so let me know what you guys think about this. I do understand that they are now filming season 4, so maybe we'll see this play out in live time and see how their relationship has evolved since the reunion. I hope, they could get it together, because how dudes do. Bros before hoes, so, chicks before, you fill in the blanks. But nevertheless, we're going to see how this is going, and maybe I'll do a poll and to figure out whose side y'all on, because y'all are very intuitive. Y'all be knowing what be going on in these streets. Y'all have very good discernment. So let's talk about it. Y'all. So where do we begin? I'm going to try to break this video up in two parts because it's two things I want to unpack. But number one, can men and women be friends at a certain age? My thing is, now that I'm an adult lady, woman, girl, person, I really don't see myself making friends with men. The opposite gender, for the simple fact that what do we have in common? And not to say I don't have anything in common with the man, but what would we have in common that I need to talk to you every day like I would a female friend, or keep in close contact? I also think about how that would look when a husband would come along, a mate, someone that's interested in dating me, and I'm really close to this male friend, just may not look right. I'm not trying to coddle anybody's insecurity or anything like that, but I just feel like at a certain age, I really don't see the point, but you guys can prove me wrong. And I think this is where the breakdown is coming from. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was destiny and Mel's friendship. So for me, I can understand why Mel decided to back off from the friendship with Destiny. I really cannot blame her. When you're totally done with someone, you kind of want to release them, their mama, auntie, cousin, the dog, the cat, everything associated with that person that may bring you memories of that person. So I understand that Mel can't necessarily do that, cut Martell off cold turkey because they have things in common, and especially because they have children. So I get that, but anybody that does not relate to Mel and Martell children that connects them in that kind of way, it's kind of collateral damage. They can be gone. I really don't need to be in communication with you, and that includes Destiny, especially if Destiny is not going to make a choice. And something like this, it's kind of like when you go to court after a divorce, you split the assets half and half. You split assets, but you cannot split people. So to me, Destiny has to make a choice. But if I was in Mel's position, I will make the choice for Destiny and just wipe my hands with the situation and let her be gone, because even the best person, the most non-biased person, you know what I mean? I feel like it just would be hard to trust them. I wouldn't be able to feel like I could truly be myself. Or what if Mel decides that she wants to date and she thinks that she can go and confide in her good friend Destiny about that, but Destiny is still friends with Martell, and that may be information she don't want to get back to Martell. So it's just so many little things that could go wrong with her still being the connector. Especially, like I said, when she's not, from what I can see, I don't know 100% sure, but it doesn't seem like she's really necessary to help them have a co-parent relationship. So really it's just kind of for convenience or fun, or that's what their friendship with Destiny is. So it's not like a necessity. So I feel like I understand Mel. The only thing that I was a little upset with Mel about during the reunion, because she did talk about once the season wraps, she just kind of goes ghost. She leaves everybody alone. She doesn't talk or anything like that with the rest of the cast. She just needs time to debrief. And I do feel like if that is the case, then I just feel like I would appreciate if she at least communicated that with Destiny. If she's saying there's really no beef. Because remember, that's what she said at the reunion. There's no beef. I don't have no problem with Destiny. So why can you just tell that, hey, sister girl, I need some time to myself. I'm not ignoring you. Communicate that. That was my only issue. But as far as her wanting to maybe distance herself from Destiny, I'm kind of here for it. Destiny seems like a very nice, lovely lady, a nice person. I don't get any bad vibes from her, but it's too close to comfort. You're friends with my ex, and I understand you knew him first from, what you guys told me. Destiny knew Martell first. Okay, so go ahead and be with your first friend. I'll make it easier for you. Don't even feel like you have to go between the both of us, okay? When you go over to that bridge on the Martell side, don't worry about coming back on this bridge on this side with me, because it's now burnt. And I love you. I say this, not from any malice or hurt or anything like that. It's just for my peace sake, I have to cut you off. So the second part I wanted to talk about is the previews. So y'all, I did a video, a live video about this yesterday before I wanted to do a little breakdown, more talking after I did a little bit more research, because urbanbailmag.com came in the clutch for me. They did an article. I read the article, gathered my thoughts, and they also put a little trailer. So I'm going to try to insert parts of my live yesterday, my pre-recorded video yesterday, into this video so you guys can see some of the trailer as well. or at least hear it, because ain't nobody trying to get no copyright infringement, guys. I'm sorry, but I at least can put the link in the bio, in my description, so you guys can actually see it for yourself. So, ooh, yes. But I just feel like I was kind of right with the whole female male relationships as adults. It could just be perceived in a certain kind of way. And in the previews, Martell had pulled up to Destiny's house. And clearly, for me, I don't think anything suspect is going on, but you just never know. It just does not look right. And I understand why that would cause Mel some pause or concern. And I just feel like it looks inappropriate. Now I get, remember when Iyanla Vanzant would say things like that? Inappropriate. Your behavior is inappropriate. You know, when she just say, word, not on my watch. Like, it just do not look right. Y'all can't meet at a coffee shop to talk. Must y'all be in each other's houses? And like I said, nothing could be going on. It could strictly be they're playing like spades or something, or talking about daycare and parenting and stuff like that, and co-parenting, but it just don't look right. So how do you expect to still be my friend and you're still talking to my ex? Like, you just kind of had to put yourself in Mel's shoes if I was Destiny. And especially she knows, like, she's going through a divorce as well, or went through a divorce that's finalized, I'm not sure, but she knows. So even though we like her, even though I like you, Destiny, it's just things have changed. When you came into the picture, Martell and Mel was married. Now that they're not, things, assets, people, and everything else has to be split. It has to be clear lines, because people need to be able to heal and move on. And I just feel like Destiny can just be a reminder of her past. But let me know what you guys think. I'm not trying to judge anybody's relationship, because I'm pretty sure it can be done. Male and female relationships can be done in as adults. And when I say adults, I mean, like, I really feel like if this is not your childhood friend or a friend that you met in school or college or anything like that, yeah. Yeah. I'm not really understand, but I'm pretty sure it can be done. It just really has to have boundaries around it. You know what I mean? Because even if it is just a friend, and I get it from this perspective too, that guy, we don't know what's in anybody's head. So you may see him as a friend, but he may look at you in a different kind of way. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the whole them going to each other's houses does look kind of suspect. Even if nothing is going on, even if we could see a camera and see that nothing is going on, I just feel like, why can't y'all meet at a public place as friends? Not in anybody's houses. I don't know. That's just me. You know, I'm trying to be more open-minded. But you guys let me know. Can men and women, do you make, it's so many kind of branches of this tree that we can break down. Do you think you can make male friends, and reverse this if you are a man listening to this, friends of the opposite sex over the age of, let's say, 28? Do you do that? Have you done that? Does it work out? Is it kind of business related? Are y'all going out with each other? Are y'all going to each other's houses? And like I said, in cases, really nothing can happen. But like, now that I'm just older, and vice versa, if I was dating a man, he had a female best friend or something like that at this age, I'd be like, why don't you just be with her? Like, y'all already got the friendship thing to unpack, you know? So I don't know. It will look a little sus to me too, and especially if she didn't want to, if he didn't want to let her go when I come in the picture, because I'm your best friend, female best friend now. What you need her for? You know what I mean? And I really don't feel like it's out of jealousy or insecurity, but we all know that conversations and stuff like that kind of bind you or get you closer to people, you know, after a while. So I don't know. So I did want to just ask you guys that. How do you feel as adults about being friends with the opposite sex, and is it appropriate? And I mean new friendships, not friendships that you had when you were a kid, you know what I mean? Because I understand that, like, y'all were kids, y'all grew up playing in the same castle and the same box together. That's okay, in my opinion. But adult male friends, I don't know. Or I feel like they could be friends, but it would be strictly kind of once in a while kind of talking. I'm not talking to you all the time. You're not coming to my house. I'm not coming to yours. It's nothing like that. It's kind of real out and open. I talk to you once in a while kind of thing. But let me know what you guys think about that. So I honestly don't think that Destiny and Martell ever hooked up or had an intimate past. I do maybe get that vibe a little bit slightly from, the assistant that Martell has, but not necessarily Destiny per se. I don't know, but what do y'all think? But either way, I'm glad that she was able to address the question when people asked her, did she have an intimate past or something, a little thing, crush or whatever on Martell, and she said she don't like answering stupid questions, but the answer is no. I don't know why her answer just couldn't be no. I don't know why she had to put a little precursor on it. That is the only thing that gives me like a little, okay. Not that they did anything, but maybe, I don't know, did they go on a date or something? I don't know, but either way, that's that. But also, I'm kind of confused about what Destiny is trying to do. In one breath, she's saying that, she did receive money from Melody, but it was for a sponsorship. But then in the next breath, she's saying she received money from Melody, that same money from Melody that was a sponsorship and went to unpaid bills. And that's what a friend does or something like that. And it's just like, okay, now I'm confused. Because at first, in one breath, she's making it seem as though it was a business thing. Like, Melody did give me money, but it was for business. And so did other people. But then in the next breath, she's saying something different. See, let me tell you what I'm talking about. So Destiny said, Melody gifted, or I guess gifted because she put it in my account without me even knowing. And the amount that was said was not accurate. There were sponsorships that were paid for. If that's the case, then I owe a couple of people on the show money. And they owe me money because we all sponsor these events as business owners. She continued, so to answer your question, in the moment, I felt that person was being a good friend. In the other part of that, the number being quoted is not accurate. You see how it just switched? It went from person, sponsorship. Okay, this person, she paid for sponsorship, to now this person is being a good friend. You see what I'm trying to say? I feel like she's trying to conflate the issues and just not trying to really recognize, like, dang, Melody was a good friend to me, even though I didn't receive it in that way as such. I mean, I really feel like there's nothing wrong with humility and taking accountability. And sometimes I feel like a lot of people don't like to do that. I mean, I probably myself have been guilty of that, want to just be so prideful, so right, my stance is right, and try to paint my vantage point as being the right one. But honestly, literally just taking a step back, like, I hope Destiny does see that she's contradicting herself, because it's almost like, which side? Was Melody being a good business partner, or was she being a good friend? Because the two can't be the same the way that she's trying to spin it. So just admit, like, dang, I mean, I wasn't on good terms with Melody or had ill feelings to Melody at the time, but she did give me money, and I do appreciate that for her. Because it's a scripture in the Bible, it's like when you do nice to some people, like your enemy, it's like heaping hot coals of fire on them or something like that. But basically what I take from that, meaning that, somebody can be talking about you behind your back and you don't know it, but when you show them grace, mercy, and love, it just be making them like burn inside. You know what I'm trying to say? Kind of like what your parents do for you. Sometimes you be mad at your parents and stuff, or your siblings, or anybody. You be so like, but then they wind up doing something nice for you or saying something nice to you. You be like, dang, then you feel foolish, So I really feel like that's what's going on with Destiny. But hold on, let me get the right scripture interpretation, because I don't want to be up here messing up the word of God, y'all. No. So hold on, let me get the right interpretation. Let me get the right scripture for y'all in this piece, because I really feel like that's what's going on. I feel like Destiny do feel a way like, dang, I wasn't really being loyal to Melody as I should. I probably was being cool with Martell a little bit more. And I get it. Everybody has their own reasons. Somebody made a very interesting comment about this whole situation, how sometimes people will literally just go ahead and side with with a man and just make it seem like the woman in the situation is wrong. Ain't that something? So someone said, I don't care how some people feel about Melody because it's grimy as blank to flip on someone that held you down without you even asking. This whole cast has been treated worse by Martell, but it's Melody they hate. If that ain't a perfect example of misogyny, I don't know what is. And I do find that very, very interesting. The fact that, Destiny is saying that Mel put money in her account without her even knowing. I feel like it was Mel being like, I don't even want no credit. I see you in distress. You need help. Let me just slip this to you. You know what I mean? That's another good point. The sponsors didn't probably just put money in her account without her knowing, right? They probably like, hey, we sponsors. This is a business thing. You got money in your account, sis. Show me my receipt. But the fact that Melody did it discreetly and quietly lets me know. Well, for me, I think it was from a genuine place. And I'm not quite sure why I'm not quite sure why Destiny isn't trying to recognize it. And it's okay. Like, I would just admit, like, dang, I do feel crazy. I wasn't up here riding with Martell. And, like, that's still my friend. But I do appreciate what Melody did and her looking out. What's wrong with saying that? I don't get it. But that's on her to decide and figure out. That's her journey, her path to walk on. I know there's probably things that I do wrong. I haven't matured in yet. So, life going to keep on lifing and showing me what I should be doing, how I should be acting. But nevertheless, I'm going to get there. So, but let me tell y'all the scripture. Okay, here it is, guys. So it's in Proverbs 25, starting at verse 21. It says, if your enemy is hungry, give him bread to eat. And if he is thirsty, give him water to drink. For you will heap burning coals on his head, and the Lord will reward you. And like, I'm not trying to say like that. I'm not just saying Melody felt that Destiny was an enemy kind of thing. But I just look at it as though, like, when you help somebody could just be talking about you, running you down, being two-faced or whatever. But when you do something good for them that they don't expect or they didn't see coming, because, they're expecting you to be hostile to them they're expecting you to be hostile to them as they've been being hostile to you. And then you do something nice. It's like, it do make them feel away. Like, oh man, it gives you that wah. Like, you feel that feeling inside, that stinking feeling, like, dang, I was talking about this person and they wind up doing something nice for me. And you see, like, Destiny don't need to pay Melody back, because Melody will get rewarded in the end from the Lord. You know what I mean? You know how, like, God's blessings, God rewards are better than man. So it's cool. Like, Melody probably had literally good intentions. I'm saying probably because I can't look in her heart, but we'll go on the side of, I'm sure she had genuine feelings when she gave Destiny the money. She wanted to help her out, and Destiny's probably right. It probably was like a portion of it did probably go to the sponsorship or the business deal, but she gave her a little extra for her bills, and that's what genuine on Melody's part or whatever. So I just feel as though Melody don't have to. I don't think Melody was asking for the money back, y'all. Did y'all see that? I don't know. Maybe I missed it. But either way, I don't think Melody was asking for the money back. But now she can see what she see. Sometimes you gotta do that. You wind up seeing who's talking about you and who really got your back in these kind of situations and who really don't really care for you like that. Nevertheless, it's all good. Like, we still thank God in all things. So other than that, what do you guys think about this whole situation? Like people have said, it's sad that Melody and Destiny's relationship isn't what it was, because it did seem as though that they were genuine friends, that they really did care for each other. So do y'all think that they will get back on track, or we're not seeing that at all? Other than that, let me know what y'all think. So I'm very happy to see that Destiny believes that she owes Miss Van an apology. Kudos. Yay. Go girl. Good for you. Glad you came to that revelation, because I have no idea why she decided to say that Miss Van is pimping Melody out. That was very strange. It was very weird. It was very awkward. And I thought that was a weird thing to say. But nevertheless, I'm glad that she understands her error in her ways. She said that she's going to apologize to Miss Van because Miss Van is the elder. Nevertheless, although Destiny may be hurt by the things that Melody did, and Melody may be hurt by the things that Destiny did, or whatever. They may be justified in their hurt. I do not think that they need to be friends. Yes, they can have a sit down, but I feel as though, and it's fine, Destiny can be friends with Martell, but I feel like if I was Melody, then I can kind of see why she doesn't want to be friends with Destiny. I mean, if you're friends with my ex, okay, it's cool, fine, but I will understand that your loyalty is more to my ex. And once Melody realized that, like, some of the things that she confided in Destiny was getting back to Martell, that's when she knew she had to, like, lift up off the situation. And I understand that. I do not fault Melody for that. So, yes, Destiny, please go apologize to Mama Van for what you said. I know, like you said, it was in the heat in the moment. I really don't get it quite so, but hey, that's on you. So let me read y'all what Destiny said. You know, I got my information from urbanbellmac.com, and she was responding to an Instagram user that said, Destiny is so disappointed this season. Destiny is so hurt by her and Melody not being cool. Just admit it at this point. And then Destiny said, I hate I disappointed you. I disappointed myself by keeping so much in and therefore causing confusion on why I was in the space I was in. Hashtag I know better now. That is true. Don't y'all feel like basically Destiny's storyline is just going to everybody and saying how she's mad at Stormy for this and how she's mad at Melody for that and how they ruined this for her. And someone said it perfectly. Destiny, just go ahead and return the Gucci bag to Stormy. If you don't want to accept it, if you want to keep talking about it, if you keep feeling like it has ulterior motives to it, just give the bag back. Because ain't nobody want to keep hearing you talk about this over and over and over and over again. Like, that's the thing that you had with Tisha. Like, okay, fine, sis, but you don't think it was an olive branch? You are side-eyeing. Just give it back. Just give it back, because I'm getting tired of hearing it. I'm getting tired of it being talked about, So, it's just getting on my nerves. I really feel like I like what she's doing. I like the fact that Destiny has her own beauty supply store. I think that's really dope. I think it's really cool. I think that's what's up. So I just wish that I would see her more in her boss babe flow, on her boss babe type time, because I'm all for that. And I just wish that she would just let it go at this point. Like, you cannot be cool with the girls, but I'm tired of that angry energy. Like, I just want to see her happy. Bring your man on the show. Let's see him. Like, let's see her go on some dates or something. I would like to see that. But I'm just getting tired of this whole Stormy and Melody kind of thing. And I understand, like, a lot of it may have to do with being on the show and, talking about the problems and the drama and stuff. But, like, I want to see her with her kid a little bit more. I want to see her pick out stuff for the beauty supply store. Just drop a little knowledge on us here or there. Is that so much to ask? Now I kind of understand where you guys are coming from when y'all say, like, the show has turned from the real estate and the building, the properties, which at first, it didn't bother me because I really wasn't into that. But I am into businesses, starting your own, entrepreneurial endeavor. So I do think that is cool. What Destiny is doing, same thing. I think it's cool what Melody is doing with her skincare line. I like to hear that kind of stuff. What Stormy is doing with her hair care line. I like to know that stuff now. So now I get what y'all saying. Like, I would like to hear more, or like just see a day in the life. But you know what? It's okay. Hey y'all, so I wanted to talk about this Destiny and Melody drama that's going on between the two of them. I feel as though when I read this article from Urban Bell, I know that's where I get all my tea from concerning Love and Mary Tunnsville, titled Destiny Payton tells Melody Hope to take some air out of her head, and Letitia agrees. I wanted to talk about it because I feel as though perhaps maybe their friendship has ran its course, and perhaps Destiny needs to let it go. Think I better let it go. And I don't want to say that like it's so easy to do, because I really do feel like she probably did have a bond with Melody. She did really like Melody, but situations happen. Because in a way, I do understand how Destiny may felt. If I'm talking to you a lot and then like you kind of grow distant or whatever. It's
why you being weird to me?
Sometimes I feel like maybe Melody isn't really telling the truth all the way, because I feel like, you know, if it's my friend like that, I'm gonna try to, if they say I'm slacking on my communications, even if I'm going through something, like I feel like I'm gonna maybe, you know, make sure like they feel good. So in a way, I feel as though Melody may be using her going through something as just an excuse when she really is probably done with Destiny. I feel as though like that's the right decision, because to me, Destiny showed her loyalty when she was like more on Martell's side after the divorce. You know what I mean? Like I really felt like she wasn't neutral, and and Melody said herself like some of the things that she confided, I believe, don't quote me, but quote me, y'all let me know if I'm correct, but wasn't in a situation where Melody felt like things that she was confiding in Destiny would get back to Martell. So, I mean, I don't blame her from distancing herself, because sometimes that happens after breakups and divorces. Like, you know, you're not friends with certain people anymore. As the aftermath, it can't be the same. It is what it is. Like, sometimes you are just friends out of the situation and circumstance. Kind of like when you graduate from college, when you go to a different job, like the people that you were cool with at one point, at that stage, at that job, at that school, at that career, if you switch it up, or if they change, or that life change and ups and downs, you ain't cool with them no more. So I think that's really what happened. And I feel as though that, you know, Melody could just tell her like, hey, look, yeah, I'm not really rocking with you like that. I feel like Melody tried to do like the slow fade. To me, that's what I feel as though. Even though she was telling Des, I just feel like energy don't lie. I can understand my friend is going through something, but still I can pick up energy through the phone, even through text messages. Even if you are like communicating with me, I can still feel a vibe, you know, even through text messages. Like you can get the vibe, you know, sometimes things are misconstrued, but you can still get a little vibe with text. But I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm not in their friendship, but I'm getting the vibe that Melody is over Destiny, but she probably just don't want to say it. But you know me, I had to go and do my research, and I found this article titled 8 Signs a Friendship Has Run Its Course, because I really think that this is what's happening. So an overview of this article has 8 signs. It says 1, the friendship is one-sided. 2, user. 3, no reason. 4, nothing in common. 5, critical. 6, not fun. 7, clingy. And 8, little contact. You know what? I feel as though reading this list, sometimes, oh, that's what it was. I was reading comments on that article in particular, and they was like, I'm just very disappointed in Destiny, because I just knew as far as her and Melody, they would just come on top out of their divorces. The underdogs on top. Which is true. I really thought that their connection of having that in common would definitely bond them over, I don't know, the whole messy situation with Martell. I just have a feeling that this is what it's about. Again, I kind of feel like this divorce really disrupted a lot of relationships and a lot of connections and a lot of businesses and dealings and stuff like that. So it really could be the fact that now they have nothing in common. It says maybe you became friendly because you have children of similar age who like to play together. That doesn't mean that you, as their parents, are really going to get on. If it's more of a question of convenience and you really have nothing in common, the friendship may not be that meaningful. And again, like when it comes down to like school and work, and once you graduate, sometimes you don't talk to those people anymore. So sometimes you had a friendship out of convenience. That's a good one. That's my problem. I feel like I be wanting my friends to be friends with me forever. Like if I was cool with you at one point in time, I always want to be cool with you. But sometimes it's not that deep, Synquette. Sometimes it's just a friendship out of convenience, Synquette. So, you know, this is pretty good. Here's another article that says 15 telltale signs a friendship has run its course. So, one of them, hanging out with them feels more like a chore than a treat. That could be it too. I feel as though it shouldn't be that hard for them to get back on track. Like, why can't they have like a little sit? Like nobody wants. Remember that one sit down that they had? Nobody wanted to be wrong. So I don't really know if there was a friendship to begin with, because sometimes I feel like if you want to keep the relationship going, somebody got to humble themselves. Like, if I really want the relationship, the friendship, whatever it may be, and I care about this person and I value this person, even if I feel like I'm right, and even if we like in a stalemate, is that what it is, where like both sides aren't trying to back down, I will back down, because not to, be a punk or anything, but it ain't even worth it. I'd rather you be right, or I tell you you're right, and maintain the friendship, maintain a relationship, maintain like a peaceable agreement. And then hopefully when they see you kind of chill out and say, you know what, it ain't worth it, you're right, but humbly, not in some like, yeah, whatever, yep, you right, not like that. But when you just like, okay, yeah, I see it from your side. I feel like when you do that, you should be able to come at a peaceful resolution. But I don't know, it's something there. And someone brought up a good point. The way that Destiny is carrying on makes the whole thing with Mel overhearing Destiny and Tisha at the reunion, it's more on Melody's side that she wasn't tripping. Like, she probably did hear some shady comments or whatever, because it shouldn't be that deep, But if Destiny if Melody heard Destiny, so she can't like deny the fact or whatever. Again, why can't you just apologize and say, I didn't mean it, I was in my feelings, I was hurt. Nobody want to humble themselves. Sometimes you have to humble yourself to like make a friendship work, if you really value it. But I don't know. They like it just may do what it did. It may just have ran its course. Someone said another sign that a friendship is over / ran its course is, this person said, I realized it when I kept leaving our interactions feeling annoyed. That is a good one. Here's a good one. You're the last to find out anything. They flake on your hangouts. They don't seem excited to speak with you. It feels forced. Now, isn't this something? Remember how Destiny was going through her divorce and nobody knew? She didn't share, she didn't talk about it. So this could really mean something. Like, maybe Destiny was in her feelings about Mel to begin with, but just didn't know how to express it or whatever. But I really do feel like the divorce kind of lit the match to make everything uncover, because when they were still married or still going through the divorce kind of thing, Destiny was cool. But I think once the divorce was finalized, it just kind of showed whose side she was on. Alright, here's one. Repetitive conversations, avoidance, and unequal signs of appreciation. That would probably be good, because that's what I'm saying. I'm like, they keep talking about the situation, but nobody's trying to resolve it. No one's trying to find a solution. No one's trying to come humbly. You know what, sis? This is how you hurt me. I really felt a certain type of way. And I really feel like if you want to repair a relationship, there cannot be any ego involved. I was just listening to somebody say, pride comes before a fall. It can't be, I'm right, and this is why. Sometimes you do have to kind of back up, pull up, get off the person's neck, and just hear the other person out. You know what? And that's the thing. You know how to do. I know, especially, I guess I'm speaking to women. We know how to do this, because I feel like we do this with men. We do this with the guys we date, and we be real humble and submissive, right? But when it comes down to like girl power, friendship, girl code, like, we ain't backing down. So I feel like the same way that you would try to play nice and cutesy and stuff with your man, you kind of give that same energy to like your female friend that you want to make it work with. Like, you can't try to be all rah-rah, just relax. So I really hope that they can become friends again, because as they say, life is too short. But I don't think nobody's worth being in your feelings over, even though I be in my feelings. So no judgment. And guess what, Synquette is like kind of telling herself this. The show is kind of therapeutic for me. All the things I be talking about, I try to find out ways of how to deal with it, because I either been in this situation, or I can see myself in this situation, like, dang, that's a real life thing that's going on, So I be trying to figure out the best way to do things, and I learn and grow with the cast as well. and with you guys in the comments, because you guys always give really good perspective and insight. I don't be knowing all the answers, but I think together we can figure it out. So, let me see what else they say. Alright, so someone said like another sign, and that's what I want to talk about. What are signs that you guys find where a friendship has ran its course? Like, how do you know a friendship or even a relationship has ran its course? Because I think that's what it is with these two in particular. I think that's why I wanted to talk about it. There's no need to talk about what Melody did or didn't do or Destiny did. Well, when I think about it, I don't really hear Melody talk about Destiny too much. Yeah, but here we are. So someone said they know that friendship is over when they never reach out to even see how you are. You realize you're always the one to text first, and when you stop messaging first to test your theory of one-sidedness, months go by without any contact, but you know they've gone out and made plans with other people. That's good. I actually had that in my phone. Stop watering dead plants. Because again, that'd be my problem. Like, I could kind of see the writings on the wall, but I'm like, no, it's not that. You know, and especially me, because I'm one of those people that like to go for things and go for challenges and stuff like that. So I like to not let a no stop me or not let like a barrier stop me. So I'm going to keep pressing forward. But, you know, I have to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. I think I'm saying that off key, but that's okay. Y'all know what I mean.
You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
So, I really do feel like I something I have to work on too. And I actually feel like a friendship, my 2 cents, a friendship has ran its course when it becomes work to maintain, you know? And yes, maybe you can go away, separate from each other and come back, but I don't know, you know? It definitely, once it does turn one-sided, like this person said, when you're the one that's initiating the contact, and if you don't say anything, then yeah, that means like you won't even be talking to this person. So sometimes I feel like we gotta let things go, and it's not as good as it gets. That's how I be feeling. Like sometimes I think like my past, you know, try to recreate those old scenarios, that feeling that you felt when everything was all good from your past. But no, I feel like I press towards the mark. You know, like you just keep going forward. You keep moving, you know. You know that God is going to bless you, or that you are blessed with new opportunities ahead if you just keep walking towards them. You know, you can't be looking back, and that's just what it is. So I wish these ladies the best, and hopefully we can see Iyanna fix their lives. They are on their own channel. Maybe she could do a little special segment, special treat for us for this show. Wouldn't that be cool? I'm about to ask y'all that on the poll. Like, wouldn't you like to see Iyanna fix my life on or Dr. Francis? I know Dr. Francis only do couples therapy, because I would like to see him get all the girls together and talk, because I really do want to get to the bottom of it. Not with that lady, not with that Kumbaya lady, because you see how she switched up on Melody. Dang, people really do be hating. They really do be hating. How's she gonna like talk about Melody? I remember I did a video on that. If y'all haven't seen it, I'll probably link it or whatever. But how you gonna talk about Melody as her like spiritual coach or whatever she was? Remember that lady? She like came back and was talking about her. I'm like, dang. You just never know who be hating on the sidelines. But nevertheless, if you know if you've been that person that people be hating on, you keep strutting forward, okay? Because I'm here for it. Other than that, let me know what y'all think. What are signs that you experience, or that you know when a relationship or a friendship has ran its course? And I think that is the judgment I'm going to say as far as Melody and Destiny's relationship goes. Y'all is so wrong. Destiny says she wants y'all to support her like y'all support Melody. Don't be trying to all say, woe is her, woe is Melody, like she the only victim. She got her own custody child thing going on. So she would never, ever be no character witness for Martell, even though she feel how she feel about Melody. No, seriously. But I was just like, okay, Destiny, tell us how you feel, because I seen a little interview she did with another blogger talking about like she's tired. She wants people to support her in the same way that we support Melody. She's going through her own things. But I just feel like, Destiny, what they say, if you want a friend, be a friend. And I feel as though if she really, truly, seriously, absolutely 100%ly wants to be neutral and not play any part, then I feel as though she's gonna have to like, all right, she don't really want to talk to Melody like that, then I feel like she shouldn't really be talking to Martell like that too. So people can feel like, okay, she really is neutral. But don't sit up there and not really talk to Melody like that and then be talking a bunch of stuff to Martell. It's going to make people basically see where your loyalty lies. And I understand that. Basically, she was friends with Martell first. But don't be mad that like Melody is kind of like playing you to the side a little bit. But at the same time, going back, thinking about their history, I kind of can see where Destiny is coming from. I feel like if I'm friends with somebody and they all automatically start switching up a little bit, like we used to talk all the time and now we don't, like I will question it too. Like I can't lie. And it could be because like I'm very sensitive. Maybe Destiny is very sensitive too. Like, be taking a lot of things to heart. Like, don't be trying to switch up kind of thing. So like I get what she's saying in the sense or whatever, but at the same time, they're grown. So Melody I get it. As long as Melody said that there was no beef and then Melody put some money in my account, I'll be okay, we good, girl. No, seriously, I don't really know how I would act. Like, logically, because I'm not in it, I feel like I would still be appreciative of Mel as my friend because she gave me some money. But because Destiny's in it, and when your feelings is involved, it's sometimes hard to look logically. So I feel like that is what's going on. But what do you guys think? Like, that whole custody thing is very touchy. So, I do hope that Destiny is getting support from other women, regardless of if they're team male or not, to keep her head up and hope for the best for her, her child, and her child's father. Like, hope for the best outcome for all parties involved. But, I don't know, like, I think even as fans, even if we are Team Melody, we can go ahead and, give a sisterly hug around Destiny as well, so she feel like she's not going through this alone. But like we be saying before, she riding with the wrong team. I don't know. She gotta pick a side. She gotta pick a wall. Which wall she want to be on? You want to be on this side or that side? Because you're confusing people. But you know what? Because children involved, maybe we'll let her live. Like, that's what I'm thinking of. Yes. But overall, I'm ready for, but you know what? Somebody said something interesting in the comments. They was like, Destiny, how can we support you if you don't tell us what's going on? Which is true. We really don't even know why she's going through a divorce now, Like, she's not that transparent like everybody else is on the show for the most part. Notice we like about to go on 3 episodes and we haven't even really seen her, I don't think we've seen her at all in the second half of this season. Yeah, so maybe, and then that's another thing too. If she don't want to tell us what's going on, that is her right. But at the same time, you can't be mad at people for not supporting you, and we don't know what we're supporting. It's like the same thing. Like, we can't support your book. Plug. I have a book. I don't know if it was, where is it? There you go. People don't know if I don't talk about it. People don't know I wrote a book, So they gotta know. So I can't y'all support me. People don't know. So it's almost like, Destiny, you don't tell us what's going on. Maybe she'll talk more about what's going on with that part of her life if she want our support with it. So I think that will kind of help a little bit. But other than that, let me know what y'all think about Destiny being mad at the public for not supporting her as much as we support Mel. But I really think that people would. But I guess a little bit, I could kind of see why Mel distanced herself, because it's like every single, and I don't know, maybe this is editing, but in the trailer, every time something was going on that Destiny could report back to Martell about Melody, she went and did it. Oh, and your ex-wife is saying this, and your ex-wife saying it. It's just like, dang, y'all don't got nothing else to talk about. And I get it too. Like, the shows, you have to do that, carry a bone and all the other stuff. I get it. But at the same time, it is looking a little shady or whatever. I'd rather Martell bring it up. Get him to do it. But don't get me to do it, because I don't want to look like I'm impressed if I'm really not, But anyway, let me know what y'all think.
You better get on the right team, sweetheart. You riding with the wrong team. You riding with the wrong team.
And that's another thing. I'm glad this article also mentioned how Melody gave Destiny money for her divorce. If Melody was just such a bad person and you want to take up from Martell so much, how come he couldn't give you this kind of money? Since he is such a good friend and you're riding with him so much. See, it's just be the hypocrisy for me. I mean, and just for that sake, I feel like Destiny, no, I'm not going to say she owes Melody anything, but at the same time, it's like, dang, like, you trying to ride for Martell, but did Martell give you the money to get your divorce? Maybe he did. Maybe we just don't know about it, but put some respect on Melody's name, because, for her to be giving thousands of dollars, I'll try to keep the peace with her. Not to say that I'm trying to like sell out, but at the same time, I'm really learning good people, kind people, people that will help you out. They're not easy to come by. In my years of living, if you find somebody that's like good to you, or that's nice to you, that's like genuine, that you feel as though is really genuine, and you really feel as though like the good kind of way outweighs the bad, then I feel like you should stick with them. If Destiny is upset about phone calls and conversations, like, then I really feel like in a way Destiny kind of needs more of a life, because it's not that serious, especially because she's going through a similar situation. She also has a child, and so she has somebody depending on her. Melody has 4 people depending on her. And Destiny is also going through a divorce. So I don't know, what more does she expect from Mel? Like, because a lot of people are saying that Destiny is jealous and she's hating. I don't want Destiny to be a hater or jealous. That's not cool. There's no need to feel that kind of way. We all can shine bright like a diamond too. So don't be a hater, okay? Oh my gosh, y'all is so funny. Why does comment say that Destiny is the loving marriage Huntsville charade? She picked the wrong team to be on, and it's sad to see. Remember Nene said that to Sheree? You riding with the wrong team. Get your team to help you out. And yeah, she is right. She is riding with the wrong team. Hopefully Destiny get it together though. We gotta keep Destiny in prayer, because y'all know I don't like, I'm a softie. I don't like when people feel a certain kind of way or trying to hate or throw shade. That's not necessary. We all can get along, okay? It's enough room for everybody to eat. God prepares a table in the presence of my enemy. So you're going to eat. Just God got the table for you. So just relax. But yeah, y'all, what do you guys think overall about this? And also Destiny trying to act like Melody was never there for her, and kind of making it seem like she's such a bad friend and how she's fake and things like that. Like, whoa, would a fake person give you thousands of dollars to help you out in a bind? I don't think so. But then again, I don't know. I can't look in nobody's heart. So I could be wrong. Other than that, let me know what y'all think. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.
I told you.
No, but seriously, y'all, I figured that the relationship that Destiny has with Martell was going to end up being problematic for Melody. I feel like Destiny is in a tough decision. So I feel like at the end of the day, she was literally going to have to make a choice between being friends with Martell and Melody after the divorce. And like I said, I just feel like if I were Melody, I would just make the decision for Destiny, and I would cut her off too. because it is going to be tough for Destiny to be strictly neutral. So fine, you was friends with Martell first, and keep being friends with Martell. It's no problem with me. But yeah, Melody, you just have to fall back from Destiny. When I was watching Destiny and Mel, that scene, I just learned that their relationship to me ran its course. They probably were strictly friends because Mel and Martell was married. But now that is no more, okay, then the friendship has ended. It is what it is. Friendships do have expiration dates. I'm starting to realize that, in my good older age, that the people that you want to stick with for a lifetime may not be called or assigned to your life for that. They literally can just be called or assigned to your life for a season, and that's okay. We have to learn how to just let friendships run its course. I notice that the problem will come when we hold on to things longer than we really should. Like now, it's kind of stressing me out to be your friend or to talk to you, or when we talk and connect, it's always very combative. Like to me that means a friendship or relationship has ran its course, because to me they was both being nice nasty to each other, and I feel like friends shouldn't do that. Friends should be, somebody gotta be the less dominant one, and then to kind of bring the other person down, but somebody got to be humble enough to do that. But when it's two alphas or two women that want to be right, it ain't going to work. You know what I mean? I just feel like relationships work better when somebody, and it could go back and forth between the person that's going to humble themselves to try to restore the friendship. It's not even about being right or wrong or trying to exert my opinion over somebody else's. It's more so like, let me be quiet, let me hear you out, to get us back on the right track. If I'm really want to be in a relationship with somebody, I'm going to listen to them and see what I could do on my part to change my behavior, if I actually care about the friendship. Now, if I don't care about the friendship, I'm going to want to prove myself right and prove them wrong. It's no humbleness in that. So I could see, to me, if they're both going to be like this rah-rah to each other, throw little digs to each other like they was doing at the lunch or wherever, brunch, whatever they was having, Destiny and Mel, the friendship has ran its course, to me, in my opinion. Because I caught when Destiny said, oh, you didn't hear the conversation that my aunt said about you and being careful to finish. That was a dig. You didn't have to tell nobody what your aunt said. Mel said she didn't hear, but she heard what she heard. So it's like, you're trying to also come back at her too to prove something. Like, well, my peoples don't even really want me to talk to you like that. That's what I heard. I know she said X, Y, and Z, but I heard something different. So to me, I just feel like their friendship has ran its course and it's okay. Other than that, I really like this episode, y'all. I'm about to go to school and do what I need to do to get my builder's license, because I felt the conversation that Martell was having with Marcel was pretty cool. I like hearing them make boss moves and strategies and joint ventures. Like, talks like that really gets me excited, because I know, just like we have like other corporations in the world, we have Walmarts and Targets and stuff like that. They started off just like how Marcel and Martell and the Halts, and when they were all thriving together, it started off just like that. Conversations and building and trying things and making it happen. Doing the work to take an idea from your head and bringing it out into the atmosphere. So I like this talk. I like seeing people making boss moves. I like seeing people be creative. I like seeing people make products and services in the marketplace and just making space. I feel like it's enough money out here for all of us to eat and get chunky, but we just have to take out we have to put in the discipline, the work, the sacrifice, whatever it takes to get things done. So I really enjoyed that conversation, and I want to be smart like dumb and talk about building, real estate, and all that stuff that they was talking about. I want to be like that. So I'm about to really look into getting my builder's license. So the sculpt corporation can hire me. And I like their logo. I like that little globe. It's just so cute to me. And I like how Marcel and Tisha have black cigar lamps. I like stuff. I like to see, like I said, people's ideas come out to life and to actually see a physical product or service. That really makes me feel so warm and fuzzy inside. So I like that conversation. But I also feel like Martell should just go ahead and create his own whatever. I like this joint venture test drive run that they're going to do. But at the end of the day, I feel like a lot has transpired. A lot of words have been said. And if I was Tisha, I really wouldn't want to do business with Martell either. And it just is what it is. Martell should go ahead and stick to his lane, keep building up, getting his builder's license, whatever he needs to do. And also definitely get into the lane of fitness and health, because we're not going to lie. We may not like Martell. We not like what he did, but I'm not going to lie and say that man is not fit. And it do look like he actually does take care of his physical appearance. I mean, I have to give him that, because that's another discipline in itself. You know how many times I want to eat McDonald's and stuff, but I'm trying to get summertime fine. So I'm like, no, let me just eat this salad. I just had a salad for breakfast. Look at me. With some chicken. And, so I'm trying. And it is really a discipline. So to see that he mastered it, and we physically see it because Martell is in really good shape, I do feel like he should definitely capitalize on that fitness, health, wealth, and wellness kind of niche, because he do got that. I'm not quite sure about the wine thing. I really don't, because I think they said Martell is not a wine drinker. So I understand why people have reservations about that. Because even myself, for my birthday this weekend, I just went out and did a little wine tasting myself, because I don't even drink wine. I never even knew what I liked, but I'm just going to probably stick to the non-alcoholic drinks, keep it nice and simple. Strawberry lemonade, please. Coca-Cola, please. Remember that over, what's love got to do with it? That's my part. Anime, didn't I tell you not to wear the white dress? Oh my gosh, I just really like that scene. But nevertheless, back to the show. I love the building boss talk, and I hope that Martell does find his lane. And also, we're not gonna act like just because it was a book signing going on a weekend that Mel had the kids, that everything has to stop for that. They should, like I said, Martell should have scheduled it, or there are going to be other book signings. Especially, it's going to be some book signings that they could go to that fall on the weekend when Martell has the kids. So we're not going to try to make Melody out to be the bad guy, especially because their divorce is so new. Like I said before, once they get in a nice little rhythm, and in the rhythm of the night, once they get in a nice rhythm, probably after some years, then they can kind of swap weekends and stuff like that. But because this marriage just ended, the divorce is new and fresh, I feel as though it is best to just go by the laws of the land, go by whatever the court says, go by whatever original agreement they have. Let's not mend it. Let's not break it. Because like I said, there may be times when Mel may want the kids on a weekend that Martell has, but it's up to Martell to choose. But if he doesn't, he is not wrong. Let's just stick to the script. Do not go over and improvise your lines. Stick to what is written out here in black and white, and that's just that. Okay, so that's how I really feel about that book signing situation, and hopefully it will be over and they will stop bringing it up. But nevertheless, those were my main thoughts from this episode. It's really gonna be interesting seeing next week's episode with Miss Wanda getting on Kiki, because I didn't like Kiki talking to Mel either. Mel's my girl. I just still feel like, loyalty as far as family goes, it should be some family code. We talk about girl code, should be some family code. So even if I am very, 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 very mad at you, I still feel like the fact that we're cousins or family, I ain't got to I ain't gotta like you, but I ain't gonna try to do you harm. What was the point of you bringing my half sister on the show? Remember when Nene was getting with Phaedra? I always, y'all notice that? I really be connecting stuff from what I seen previously. I ain't got to like you, but, so it's almost giving me vibes like that. Like, don't be trying to bring my family members in to talk bad about me. Anyway, let me know what y'all thought about this episode. It was really good. I'm glad we got a chance to see a little bit more about what Destiny was going through. And I wish great success for Madani and every venture that she puts her hands to as well, because I just want us all to literally win. And also to understand that there is a blessing in the storm. We go through, but that's just it. We're going through. Just get to the other side. And then I feel like, as we go through, we're building our spiritual muscles, also, physical muscles, our mental muscles, everything in between. So like our storms be coming to like make us better, to make us stronger. If you had that right type of mindset to know. To also grow it, also to grow your bank account, cash in on your lessons, cash in on your pains, write the book, start the business, just, you know what I mean? Don't waste the hurt. That's always going to be my thing. But nevertheless, I enjoyed this episode and I enjoyed talking to you guys. And thanks again for tuning in. And we will talk again soon. Bye.
You treating him like he's the prize. He is not the prize. You got to understand, you the prize. He's not the prize.
Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent. Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent.